Hello, trading is closed on February 8th, 2021. We always start with our disclaimer. This is my prediction for the following today's trade. That's February 9th, 2021. No guarantee I'm right. I could be completely wrong, so trade at your own risk. Please follow the rules of the channel, and my email is mejt.trades@gmail.com. We said we had mixed signals after Friday's trade. Commonest thing was a gap and a prompt move outside the day's range. We got that. Look for the pattern with the early low. This is it. And tomorrow also has a early low. We had some targets. They printed, and the line shows support at the target prices. During the day, MEJT said these moves higher and lower weren't the real thing, that they'd retrace, and they already have. I'm not a big fan of walls into the close, but when you're hitting new all-time high, it's going to be gapping down half the time and continuing higher half the time. It's not reliable. What I am a fan of is a market that has the low of the day in the first bar and the high of the day in the last. That's a pretty reliable bullish sign and leads to higher prices. Now you can always reverse it at tomorrow's open. That's my standard rule of if you gap down smartly, the call's killed. But usually when you see a pattern like that, particularly when tomorrow's daily pattern typically is a bullish pattern, it isn't a guarantee that the rally's not over, but far more often than not, it's not over. Well, a while ago, I thought this drop below this trend line, that was going to be it. There's always a chance of recovering to the trend line. That's what we've done. You can see how we're there. We're right at this trend line. We're actually over this one. Now, before I thought this high was going to hold, we came up with a target around today's high. You can take this as A and set it at 50%, and you'll see we get C is twice A right at the high. You can take this blue one, set magenta A at 100% and go to magenta B, and 61.8% is right at today's high. So you've got trend line resistance, you've got Fibonacci targets hit, you've got everything you need if we top here, and I'd love to call it, but I won't. I just don't have enough to do it. Usually I see a lot more weakness than I see when the market tops out. Doesn't mean we have to go higher, it just means I'm not predicting we're going lower from here. Tomorrow's pattern has the early low. Typically it's a rally day with a final hour high. If the day is weak, additional weakness usually follows in the days to come. We have a low a day in the first bar, high a day in the last. Rally continues unabated, and even though we're at trendline resistance, the odds favor more upside. Mutual fund cash is at excessively low levels. There's non-confirmation of the rally by breadth indicators. Sentiment's much too bullish. None of these factors have stopped the rally, and I just don't have enough to say it has to stop right here. I'm not saying we have to go higher. I just don't have enough to say we have to start lower. Number we hit's a reasonable target, but it's not the only target. And I'm just not going to stand in front of this train. And again, if I'm wrong, it doesn't cost me any money because I don't hold stuff overnight. So, tomorrow's pattern has the early low. Typically, it's a positive day. We're right at resistance. If we gap up over this, if that happens, we've overcome strong resistance. Who knows how high we're going to go. if we do top right here, I don't think it'll be a straight line move. It just isn't the type of weakness I usually see at tops. And that's today's call.